Hey everybody, Shawn Hilton at Comics Cubed in the beautiful heart of downtown Kokomo, where spring is finally rolled in and it's leaving us with a beautiful taste of geeky goodness all over the place. So, first up, the most important thing going on is where have we been? We've been incredibly busy, lots of stuff going on, blah, 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 excuses. So, I apologize, been behind, we haven't filmed in a couple of weeks. You'd think it'd be pretty easy to film like an 8 to 10 minute little thing about comics every week, but sometimes life happens, things get in the way. I myself have fallen behind in my comic reading. So the most anticipated comic of the year so far has arrived, and it is Amazing Spider-Man #1 from Marvel Comics. Approximately a year, just about a year ago, Peter Parker was killed, dead. Doc Ock took him out. But what little people didn't know was Doc Ock took over Peter Parker's body and became Spider-Man. So imagine basically a brain swap. Dr. Octopus, one of the most heinous villains of Spider-Man's career all time, top of the list. He's in the probably top 3. Green Goblin, Doc Ock. That's a good fight right there to see who'd be #1. So for the past year and a half or so, he has been masquerading inside the body. Nobody's figured it out. And just as the new movie's coming out from Sony, as predicted by so many people, I was a bit of a naysayer on that one. He's back. The original Peter Parker has got his body back, and they're kicking it off this week, right before the $1 billion. It's not gonna make $1 billion probably, but it's gonna make a lot. 750, somewhere around that area. We'll see. It's already doing really well overseas, but they'll send it off with a massive, oversized, crazy edition. I mean, this is a normal comic. This is a Spider-Man comic. It's amazing! I haven't read it yet. It's probably really good, but I've been so busy I haven't actually read it yet. I was hoping that our producer was running behind so I'd get a chance to really get through it and check it out, but looks really, really sweet. I'm super excited about it. It's extra long, and not only do you get the full first issue of Amazing Spider-Man #1, they've included one of the hottest books out for the summer, Inhumans #1. So you're getting 2 full-size, you're getting like 3 comics for one in this one. So Amazing Spider-Man, he's back. Dan Slott's doing amazing things. The reviews are all over the place. Things are doing incredibly well. Check it out. We've got all kinds of different copies to choose from, different covers, variants, limited editions, a little bit of everything. So Amazing Spider-Man #1, Comics Cube. Check that out today. Next up, this Saturday, free comic day. It's free comic book day. The very first Saturday of May. I believe it's May 3rd. Yes, it is. It is May 3rd. May 3rd at 11 a.m. at Comics Cubed. Again, beautiful heart of downtown Kokomo, 121 East Sycamore. Free comic book day. We are going to have a massive amount of comic books to give away. The Perspectives covered it for several years. We're back in there again this year with a little write-up on it. The library, which is only like half a block away from here, is also going to be taking part. We have partnered up with them to help spread out the free comic book love. So the way it works is you'll come to Comics Cubed, you'll get in the line if there is a line, and usually there is a little bit of a line. We get people through it really quick. And we will have a selection of up to 60 different books to choose from. You go through the line, we'll have them all laid out or put on a wall, something very cool, and you just pick what you want, and it's free, really free. We're not going to make you donate to something, even though we'll have buckets for donations because we are supporting a scholarship program for comic readers. Regardless of that, it's free. You don't have to sign an email up. You don't have to give us any information. You don't have to dance the Charleston. It's like back and forth or something. I don't know, some dancing moves or, dancing with the geeks. It'll be great. But yes, completely, legitimately, no strings attached. It's free. You come in, be polite. You get a free comic. It's that simple. You go through the line again, you get another comic. As long as we have supplies, we're going to let you have up to like 3 comics this year. So it's a great way to pick up some free stuff, then head over to the library and hit them up for their free stuff. And while you're there, check out their amazing selection of graphic novels because they have a lot of variety that people have no clue. So if you're on a budget and you still want to read some great comics, well, one, we've always got a deal, so check us out first. But secondly, hit the library and see what they've got in. We sell them comics all the time. Next up, DC Comics has got their weekly book going out. Every single Wednesday, they're putting out a new copy of Batman Eternal. Now, I'm a huge fan of the idea of a weekly comic. One, I'm a dealer. I'm gonna sell a lot more copies of a book that's weekly. I love the idea as a fan because every single week I'm going to get my fix of a book that hopefully has a really good story and good art. The problem is traditionally a weekly book can't hold up to that kind of schedule. The storytelling lacks, or the art. Whew, the art can take a big kick. But we're currently 4 issues into Batman Eternal. The story has been really, really good, and they haven't shorted you. They've got 4 or 5 different writers, and these are not no names. This is Scott Snyder, who is the big Batman guy right now. He's their go-to guy. He is probably one of their most well-known, most respected, capable writers out there. And he's followed up by the likes of Tim Seeley, who you would know from Revival, some other Image books, really another excellent writer. And what's really surprised me, besides the fact that they've got great writers, the art has continued to maintain a really, really good level of amazing creativity, fluid motions, just a really good style to it. I've enjoyed it so far. First storyline is revolving around the fact that Jim Gordon has shot some guy who was unarmed, which caused a derailment of a subway. Jim swears the guy has a gun and that whatever was going on, there appears to be some kind of hallucinogen or something strange used on him. But very down-to-earth story with a real guy involved at the center, with Batman and the Batman family all around him trying to support their friend and try to figure out what's going on. So that's worth definitely checking out. Also, just got back from C2E2, which is like Chicago's comic entertainment expo. So C2, there's 2 C's and 2 E's, and that makes C2E2. Probably the largest pop culture comic convention that we have in the Midwest currently. And it's about a 3-hour drive from Kokomo. We drove up. Man, it was amazing. Stan Lee was there doing autographs. They had several actors from Warehouse 13 were there doing autographs. They had Chandler Riggs, who we're always talking about on GeekStorm, which you need to check out because we'll be coming back with that this week, I think. Are we coming back with that this week? Producers tell me we're back with that this week, too. Chandler Riggs was there. He plays Carl. He was doing autographs. Several other people. No major announcements came out of it that I know of. I think most of the comic companies now are saving all of their major announcements for San Diego Comic-Con, which is a little lame. A couple of things came out here and there, but overall, the big thing was Original Sin came out last week, which is Marvel's big crossover. There was some talk of that. Plenty of panels. We did get to check out something called like the Improvisational Adventure Hour, and that was awesome. If you ever get a chance to see these guys, get tickets. They did a live improv thing with some guest stars. The daughter from Castle was there. The straight-laced guy from like Psych was there. Really good stuff. A lot of fun. Well worth seeing. Hey, while we're at it, Hulk's been coming out. We got the second issue of Hulk. Mark Waid, who owns a comic book store right down the street. Hi, Mark Waid. You should come and do the Kokomo Con. Keeping up all appearances. Really good, sharp book so far. Enjoyed everything I've read. So, hey, keep reading that. From Valiant this week, a book I haven't read yet, but their first new book this week is Rye, #1. Make sure it's #1 and not #0. It is #1, which is Japan in the 41st century. So kind of a ninja action, cyber tech kind of guy running around futuristic Japan. But the problem is, it's not necessarily a problem, but Valiant tried to come back strong. They had an interesting list of characters. They've been trying really with all their might to bring some of these guys back. But they lost probably their 2 biggest heavy hitters, which is Magnus, Robot Fighter, and Solar, Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom. So they've got EXO, they've got all the characters that were originally created by Valiant, but they lost basically the 2 licensed guys. And sales, from my point of view, in the small 800 square foot of Comics Cubed, have been abysmal. Unity, their big summer crossover, fall, winter crossover leading into spring and whatnot, sales have been like 1 and 2 copies. Most of the other books have been 1 or 2 copies. So check it out, give it a read, and support it if you like it, because somebody needs to support this company or they're not going to be around very long. Hey, while we're at it, First Friday is this Friday, and I know I'm going to be having some interesting things going on here at Comics Cubed the night before Free Comic Book Day, and the night before May the 4th be with you. But my friends over at Kokomo Toys are having a huge Doctor Who contest, a big costume contest. So they're going to have, they already have a massive full-size TARDIS set up in the store. You're going to be able to get pictures taken with it. I believe it's free. They're going to have a costume contest. I believe you get to enter that for free. I believe there's going to be wonderful games and prizes So a lot of cool stuff going on. That's at First Friday, which is this Friday in downtown Kokomo. Comics Cube's got awesome stuff going on. My friends at Kokomo Toys have got awesome stuff going on. I'm sure Pepper Whistle's got some awesome stuff going on. So check that out. Now back to the comics. Serenity. It's Firefly. If you like Firefly, you'll like the Serenity comic. If you didn't like Firefly, well, you're stupid. All right, we got other books, but that's probably about our time limit. I don't have like a big clock or anything telling me, but I'm pretty sure that's probably really close because my internal clock kicks ass. I'm Shawn Hilton. This is Something About Reviewing Comics at Comics Cubed in downtown Kokomo. Free comic book day this Saturday. First Friday this Friday. Amazing Spider-Man #1 right now. Come see us. We love you. You're a sexy beast, Kokomo. I'm done with this.